I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Dan's Fishing Tales. Hey, today we're going to be talking about a box. Yeah, what's that got to do with fishing? Here comes Pepper. He's even going to investigate, I think. Oh, he's going on by me. Anyway, what's in the box? That's the thing. Well, first off, got to pull out my handy dandy knife here. And we're going to see what's in this box. Part of my Pro Staff shipment is what it is. If you didn't know, I haven't gone crazy where I'm going to take the box and float down the river. Anyway, looks like there's a lot of stuff on here. I haven't looked at it yet. It's from Plano. As you all know, I'm on the Plano and Fravel Pro Staff, and very honored to be, by the way. And there's quite a few items on here. And what are these items? Well, there's something you're going to want to see. You know how I've been talking to you about the rust restrictor, which got one of their taps right here, matches the whole thing. Anyway, the rust restrictor has got a big brother, and it's called the Edge. That's right, the Edge. It gives you the edge in fishing is what it does. And that's what's inside of here. We're going to take a good look at it, and there's a lot to look at, so hang on. We're going to take this, get it open. I'm surprised Pepper's not into this. He's over there looking for ground squirrels. Oh, Pepper, take a look at what we got. Paper. Paper. More paper. Now we're getting to the goodies. Okay, get rid of this. Get over here. This is the Edge. These are just really a super, very, very different. Now you don't want to pour your cup of coffee in them, but if it gets any moisture, it's got a little thing in here that will dry it out. And from what I understand, you just stick that in the microwave and dry it back out. Now there's a way to do this. There we go. Hey, I got it, first shot. There you are. This is the first one we got, and here's all the dividers. You can see the dividers are quite different. They've got a, here, I'll hold up it close. They've got little ventilation holes in them. That's so that all of this moisture and that gets out of here. And here's the nice thing about this. You know how your other stowaways, they've got the little compartments that you put in? That's great. But sometimes you got one that you want just a little bit different, say, different size or something or other. Well, look at the areas you've got there that you can put that in. Just all sorts of them. And these are a very, very sturdy box, no doubt about it. But there's some in here that I think are really going to be my favorites. Now this is going to be, this particular one, what do I use it for? Well, my finger jigging kit for one thing. The small jig heads, that sort of stuff. So bingo, that goes right into ice fishing. So you ice fishermen will want to take a look at this. That would definitely be a very, very good ice fishing box because it's small, and look at all the different little places you got. You can put all sorts of ice jigs, floats, whatever you want. Now let's see, what do we got here? Oh, we got a big sucker here. This is one. This, I believe, this is a crankbait box. Again, open it up like this. You got your compartment, and look at this thing. And they got one of them little doohinkies in here too that takes all the moisture. But your crankbaits go in these a little bit differently. You put that down in there, and then I don't have any crankbaits out here, I'd show you. They go down in here so that they don't get tangled up with one another. Very, very good idea. Something quite different. That's no doubt about that. Here's the nice thing about this, though. Get this back in there. There, get it out here. I see this already. Look at the handles right here on the side. So a lot of times when you're getting into a boat compartment, that you've got different ones in there and you can't get it out. If you don't have a handle on top, you're kind of shot out of luck with these. You might be able to get your hands down in the side and pull it out like that. I kind of like that. There's got to be one here though that, let's see. say this one's probably the spinnerbait box. Let's take a look. Can't really see. Yep, this is a spinnerbait box. That's what I was looking for. Look at that. All the different racks and that. I have to figure this one out some. But that's a nice spinnerbait box. And that waterproof thing, by the way, that we were talking about, that insert cartridge. But the spinnerbait box is a little different. It's right down in here. It has a compartment, an extra compartment that it fits in. You pop it out of there, and it's inside of there. So that thing will suck that right out of there. Again, that's a spinnerbait box. Another one of them little ones. Here's another one. This one is for jigs. Jigs and blade baits, blade jigs, that sort of stuff. Make a real good swim jig type box. Again, it's pretty much the same sort of a thing, except that you do have a setup like this to put your jigs in to keep them separate, which is very, very nice because, as you know, everything goes falling together. And I fish Blitz jigs, and so Blitz is going to be in here. I'm going to try putting, I know they talk about the other type of blade. I know what they're talking about, but I'm just wondering if a Blitz blade, if I could put it there, or I just need to put that in one of them crankbait boxes. Could do that. There's just all sorts of possibilities of these. I mean, once you get them, you can take a look at them, but the seal on them is just, and I got to show you that too. You know how your seal, your waterproof seal, falls out of a lot of these type of things? It's not going to in here. There it is right there. I mean, that turkey's right in there. It's not going to be falling out. It's going to seal real good. It's got a ledge along here that pushes up against that and seals it. I don't know if you can see that ledge or not. Hopefully you can. That's what that's like. Well, I mean, we just got all sorts of goodies here, don't we? Got another one of these. This one right here is this is a plastics and utility box. This is one of those where you can put all your, well, I'll get it out of there and show you what I'm talking about. You know how you have these, like the Weekender, the wraps, especially the wraps. In fact, that would be a good idea. I use a lot of wraps, a lot of the Plano wraps for my worms. Just stick those down in there and it'll partition them out. Or you can leave them right in the bags, like all of my natural forage baits that I use. They come in, of course, a bag, just like any other soft plastic bait. Just stick those in there. Works great. Good partitions, good ventilation, the whole works. Snap shut, watertight, just like the others. And again, this has got the little side handle. Great. More paper. And this is just pretty much a regular, whatever you want to use it for. It's just a thin one, just like the other things you've seen. So I'm not going to go into that. I mean, they're strictly just, you got a bunch of things, you can put them in there. Again, that'd be very, very good for ice fishing because you got all those different compartments. Super for that. One of the things I'm looking for here, and again, this is pretty much like your 3700 boxes, except that it's an edge, so that you've got all of that good moisture drawing content. Again, same here. We got some that are a little bit bigger and deeper. You know, put whatever you want in them. See, you can see that same thing as what we had before. I think I'm getting to the ones that I really want to show you. I've got some more. I mean, I got a pile of edges here, don't I? Here, this is what they call terminal tackle. And I've got another one of those crankbait boxes down here too, by the way. And a couple of more crankbait boxes. That's great for me because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I think that's what I've got. Yeah. Those are for small crankbaits. Oh, I'll pull that out. Those are for your smaller crankbaits. That's what it says anyway. Well, since those are for small crankbaits, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Blitz blade baits in those. that'll be perfect. But I don't think I got that many blades to fill that thing. But they'll be in there, and I'm going to use the others for rattle traps. So basically, that's my crankbaits right there. Rattle traps and blades. And blade isn't a crankbait, and yet it is. It's kind of on the fringe. Some of those others, I'm going to be using those for my Roadrunner boxes. I'm going to take all these and set them up to where I had my 3700s and my terminal tackle, which that's what these are. This is what I was looking for, because these are my favorite. Terminal tackle. Now what I'm talking about is when I get my TTI Blakemore stuff, in other words the Daiichi X-Point and True Turn hooks, then I want them in something so that, in the same way, and I got two of them, which is good, because for ice fishing, you have this situation of where you got those small hooks. I got a lot of small True Turn hooks, and you put them this way, that way, and they're all over the place. Well, with these, you've got some things in here that'll take care of this. Now, I have no idea what happened to Pepper. He's all wound around with some stuff that he shouldn't be, is what he's into. Yep, he sure is. Yep. Oh boy. Hang on here. Sorry about that. Pepper's here now, by the way. He's been sticking his nose in the things. Here, Pepper, say hi to everybody. There. See? Now they know you're there. There you are, see? Because you're kind of popular. You know that? Yeah, see? You're on camera now. You like this thing? Yeah, you know what that is? That's a terminal tackle edge. Yep. That's going to give you the edge in fishing. You like that? Yeah, as long as it's bluegills, right? Pepper likes fishing for bluegills. Put him down. I'm going to talk more about this, because this is my favorite out of all the edges. I mean, the other edges, those are going to be super. But this one has got all sorts of little compartments in here where you can use it and they won't spill out. That's what's nice about them. See, here they are. They come right out like that. Okay, you put a hook in here, or weight, or whatever you want to do. You pop it open, and you can put your stuff inside of there, and it keeps them separate. There's also labels, by the way. You can write right on these things. I forgot to tell you that. These have got labels. But here's all the different compartments. These are the ones that have got the windows in them that you can see here. They pop open like that. Okay, say I want to put my, well, these I would put my bigger Daiichi X-Point hooks. In fact, I might have to use two of them on these, just looking at what I got. These, like this one here, I'll show you, this one's actually, that one's a single compartment. Okay, say I want some weights, some worm weights, billet weights, put two different sizes, maybe 16th here, 8th here, quarter, half, whatever, all the way up the line, and I can just pull that out, and if nothing else, like when I'm fishing sometimes up on the deck, I only have just certain things if I'm flipping and pitching, and I might just pull that out, set that down on the deck, and put this back in there, and it fits right in there. It won't spill out. Flip it around, what have you. Again, great for ice fishing. You know, you could use one of these terminal boxes just for your ice fishing jigs, and that might be a fantastic idea, because you're not going to be having all the spillage with those, like such as a rat finky. Okay, I use a lot of different rat finkies. You get a number 10, a 12, and all that sort of stuff. They will actually shake over into the other compartments on the other type. They will not do that on this. And you get a lot of others, like the Demon, the Rocker, all the custom jigs and spins jigs like that. They're small, they're little. You know, you don't use big stuff much in ice fishing. And these would be good for like the slender spoons. Stick those in there. Or you could put slender spoons even down here. Whatever you want to do. I mean, the sky's the limit on that. That's what's nice about this. This you can customize as to whatever you do. You don't have to worry about the moisture. If that gets wet, whatever, take it out, put it in the microwave, dry it out, and stick her back in, and she's ready to go. I mean, that's it. This thing's got, like I said, more crankbait boxes, a couple more of those. You've already seen what those are like, so I'm not going to get into that. All I can tell you is, if you want the edge in fishing, and especially in tackle boxes, look at the Plano Edge. Man, I've got a mess of them to look at and a mess of them to play with. So until next time, get out on the water and have a great day of fishing.